All right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our live webinar, Using Lead Magnets to Target, Attract, and Capture More Leads. And this is part of uh, our LCM series, and so super life cycle marketing series, and I use LCM. It's a contraction, just in case you haven't seen any of those recordings or been part of those. We are covering great topics that deal with like the whole life cycle of people coming into your sales process and your communication with them. So super excited to cover this topic today. My name is Jack Smithson. I'm a small business growth expert and the inbound marketing strategist here at Keap, working with small businesses that are in change mode, like people that are small businesses that are growing and learning and upgrading tools and tactics and strategies for growth and increased revenue. And this is a really good one, a great one, especially like early on in the life cycle marketing stages. So before we get rolling, I'd like everybody to open up the Zoom chat, and you'll find that in the tools, a little toolbar up top, and you can open up the chat and then set the chat parameters. There's the to parameter to all panelists and attendees, and that way we can all sound off in there. And I welcome your comments and your questions and additions, because we're all small business owners and operators, and you may have insights and tips and things that can also help everybody else in here. So this is a place where we can be interactive and inclusive. So hey, let's use that. First thing, everybody in that chat, if you would let me know what business you're in. Like, open up that chat and set that to all panelist attendees, and let me know what your industry is. If you are in business consulting or health and wellness, and like whatever you're doing. Okay, perfect. Deck builder, awesome. I did that. I did construction for years, like a dozen years. And that's just like, that's fantastic. That's good, solid work. Tourism, excellent. Kitchen cabinets, oh, that's fine carpentry. That's so over my head. Solar systems, cool. Commercial real estate, construction, excellent. Network marketing, consulting and volunteer with SCORE, perfect. Travel agent, custom graphics manufacturer, oh, fantastic. I'm going to keep your information as a resource, Chase. That's great. It's great to know. Carpenter and general contracting, perfect. Estate planning, attorney, bookkeeping, pressure cleaning, awesome. Okay, lots and lots and lots of service providing here. And window cleaning, great. And when I mentioned like service provider, I'm really talking about really like services all the way across the board. And it may be a product that you're providing as a service, but your sales process is consultative, meaning that you are talking to people to close that deal. And there we go, affiliate marketing, awesome. Accountancy, tax, business, B2B enterprise, nice. Sales, cosmetics, Mary Kay, fantastic. Great products, Mary Kay. Great program, great process. Pink Cadillacs. Perfect. So yeah, everybody here looks like everybody falls into that category, which is great, because then this becomes a really just really valuable content. There we go. So using lead magnets to track. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, and actually let me open up my notes so I can keep my notes open here. And oh, that should have gone back to full screen. All right, we're all seeing the screen. Perfect. So I just want to cover just for a brief second for everybody that is following the lifecycle marketing series of webinars that we're doing, and we literally kick these off on a weekly basis. Lifecycle marketing is the process of providing your audience the kinds of communications and experiences they need, want, or like as they move from prospect to customers, and then ideally to advocates. And so we generally have these three categories, like collect leads, convert clients, and create fans. And we're going to focus in this area, in this collect leads area. So we're talking about target, attract, and capture. And we are firmly in that area with the content today using lead magnets. And so we will jump right in. And at the end, I also have some examples because here at Keap, our premier products, Keap Pro and Infusionsoft, we use automation, and we do have the tools to run these processes that I'm talking about in the background using lead capture tools, web forms and landing pages, and automation tools to capture information, to follow up, deliver like lead magnets, deliver emails, and help conversion from that initial interaction. And I'll actually cover an example of that when we get towards the end of our discussion here with what I've got. Okay, so there's our focus. Perfect. So let's launch into what is a lead magnet, because I want to be just crystal clear, because there may be a lot of people in different areas of development when it comes to your marketing. And so a lead magnet, very simply, is an incentive that marketers, and that's you, if you're in here, you're a marketer, or if you're a small business owner, you're a marketer, among all of the other hats that you're wearing. So when it says a marketer, it's talking about you specifically. So an incentive that that marketers offer to potential buyers in exchange for their email address or other contact information. But generally, it's like, name and email address, and it's used to build an email list. And of course, building your email list, these are people that are potential buyers, and we're marketing to them and nurturing them to get them from interest to interaction. And so collecting that email is super valuable, and building that email list super valuable, so that when people do, when their interest does peak in your product, or their necessity for your product or service becomes critical, that you're there marketing to them. So we definitely want to grow our email list. Common lead magnets include a piece of digital downloadable content, such as a free PDF, a checklist, a report, an ebook, a white paper, a video, an article, like the list kind of goes on. And I'm going to go over some really solid examples, things that I literally went through my Facebook and Instagram and did some like Google searching and found. So these are the examples I'm sharing today, are things that I pulled off of my phone, like literally over the last 2 days. And so I've got some really great real world examples. Okay, so lead magnets work, and lead magnets work because free is awesome. And I have a really good example of this. Okay, so the lure of something for free is a really powerful thing. So an author, Dan Ariely, he's the author of the book Predictably Irrational. Like, great book, Predictably Irrational. He proved this point with an experiment. And a lot of books like this are about, like, experiments and some really like great experimental like journalism to prove points. And that's what he's doing all throughout this book. So here's the point that he wanted to prove around the lure of free. So he offered two groups, or actually multiple groups, not just two groups. He offered multiple groups options. One was the option to have a free $10 Amazon gift card, or a $20 Amazon gift card for $7. Now, if we look at this objectively, I've got $10 on this side and like $13 on this side. So all I've got to do is like hand over $7 and I get 13. And 13, that's literally 30% more than the 10. Right? So this is, if I look at it objectively, this is a much better deal. But all of you looking at this have already made up your mind what you would choose. Like, it feels sad that it is so obvious, right? 100% of the people in every group he gave this option to chose the $10 gift card. Like 100%. Nobody at all chose the 20. Like, here, I'll give you 7, give me the 20, now I've got 13. It was an absolute 100% proof of concept of that, the lure of free. And I apologize, I'll be drinking from my giant cold icy Diet Coke because I'm a little bit gravelly. I picked up something in the air. So I apologize for the gravel. I'll try to keep that at bay. Okay, so Airlie calls this the zero price effect principle. Zero price effect, because humans don't see the downside to something that's free. Right? It's easy to see the downside to the $20 one because you think, oh, well, I've got to shell out $7. So now I've got to like come out 7 and then get 13, and then it doesn't really feel free. Whereas the $10 gift card feels completely free, and I didn't have to do anything for it. I didn't have to pony up. All I had to do was say, yeah, I want that one. And then $10 is in my pocket, free and clear. So the zero price effect is completely valid when it comes to lead magnets, right? Lead magnets are something that we are offering for free, like 100% free, actually in exchange for, so I mean, I guess it's not really entirely 100% free because we're offering this free content in exchange for a name and an email. And that's actually, that's pretty personal when someone is trading their name and their email. And so we need to have a really good lead magnet or a really strong lead magnet to trade for this information. And we'll talk about what makes a strong lead magnet. And I was looking for images on lead magnets. A lot of them were, were just attached to different brands. I didn't want to steal somebody's graphic. And so I grabbed this image of a really strong magnet, right? They don't get any stronger than junkyard magnets, right? You can pick up entire cars with this. So we want to build a strong lead magnet, just like, the good old junkyard magnet. We want to collect as much as we can with our lead magnet. So let's look into first what makes the strong lead magnet, and then we'll get into examples, and then we'll get into the how-to. Okay, so the first one, let's solve a real problem. And that's really important. If your lead magnet doesn't solve a real problem that your customer or that your customer avatar or your customer, like your perfect example of a customer or your perfect fit customer, you're looking to solve the problem for them. So if you look at all of the customers that you've sold collectively, there's a commonality among them, and it may be that they all belong to a certain economic demographic. Like they all make X to X as far as their annual salary, or maybe they're predominantly male or they're predominantly female. Like Mary Kay Cosmetics, you are selling to predominantly female, whereas like carpentry, that may be his demographic, his or her demographic may be primarily a male demographic. So you've got those demographics. So we're talking about your potential perfect customer, whether that's male or female, or their salary fits in a certain area or budget, or they have certain specific needs, or they live in a certain area, or or they use certain products, right? So we're looking at your so when I say your customer avatar, that's what I'm talking about, is that conglomeration of factors that make up your perfect customer, or who you sell to most often, right? So we need to solve a problem for that person or that idea of a person. If it doesn't give them something they really want, then it won't work. If we're not solving a problem for them, then the lead magnet will fall flat. They just won't opt in for it. And that's what we're trying to get. It's like, hey, trade me information, and I'm going to give you this really cool thing that solves one of your very real problems. So what do your customers purchase most? Like, how do I figure out what problem to solve? This is really easy. So you can go to, if you have analytics for your website, then open up your Google Analytics and look at the page that people are visiting most, or the content. Or if you have a blog attached to your website, you can look to see which blog post gets the most views or the most traffic. And that is a really good idea of where people's interest, where their highest interest is, right? Where they're spending the most time on your website. Or if you have a product or service that you sell more than anything else that you do, that is also a really good indicator of the problem that you would probably look into solving for your lead magnet. So look into those areas, like specifically where you're seeing the most traffic, to figure out the problem that you want to solve for the lead magnet. So if you're coming up with ideas, that's the first place to look. Let's solve the most common problem that we're finding with the people that we're working with. All right, so next thing is specificity. And what I mean by this is, don't create a lead magnet. We don't want to create a lead magnet that is about something really general. Like, the more specific we are with our benefit to the lead magnet, the better it's going to convert for our leads. So, my lead magnet wouldn't be, hey, get more leads. It's going to be like, get more leads using lead magnets. And if I was going to be even better, it's like, get more leads using lead magnets on Facebook and Instagram, or how to leverage your lead magnet on Facebook or Instagram to get more leads. Like, so we want to be really specific with that lead magnet. And the cool thing about that is, like, the more specific you are, then like really the less content you have to provide. If you're being general, then you end up providing lots of content in generality. But being specific, you can actually produce something that is smaller, more succinct, but more valuable and more targeted. All right, and deliver a quick win. Your lead magnet should promise and deliver one quick win for your target customer. In other words, it should help them to easily achieve something. The perfect lead magnet will offer a lot of value within, let's say, 5 minutes of the opt-in. Now, this isn't a hard and fast rule, but it's a really good guideline. So we want something that is easily consumable. We're talking, they get it, they can put it to work, or they can put the knowledge to work, or they can consume the knowledge within 5 to 10 minutes of downloading it or opting in for your lead magnet. So I don't recommend like a mini course for a lead magnet, or like a mini course over 10 days or 14 days. That's too big, and they're not getting a return on value. They're not going to feel the value of that right up front. It may start to feel like too much, and then they don't take advantage of it. They opted in, but then they abandon it. Or a big like an ebook, like a 300-page ebook, like something really big that you've created. That's great content to sell, but as a lead magnet, it's overwhelming, and people are going to have a hard time correlating value or getting the value out of it immediately. So, quick win, like a chapter out of that ebook, or a very specific topic, or a guide, or like the ultimate guide. And I'm jumping forward because I've got some really great examples, but think about the quick win. That's why we see things like, hey, the 10 things you need to know about, marketing on Facebook. And I'm just making stuff up. Or, the 5 most important things to consider when building your website, or the 5 things that you need on your website that you don't have. I mean, things like that. Those are great lead magnets, and they're short and to the point and very succinct. All right. Easy to consume. This is a really important one. So checklists, like a PDF checklist, or videos, tend to convert really well because they are so quick and easy to digest. Ebooks or lengthy reports may make your prospect feel a little bit overwhelmed. We talked about that, overwhelming of having too big. So aiming for the length of a good blog post is a really good guide. Like an article length lead magnet is best. Or, the checklist. Checklists are fantastic because we can download a checklist and put it to work immediately. And any of you out there that have done this, like, I've downloaded checklists before, because they're great, because I can go and I can browse over that checklist, and I can see if there's any gems in there that I don't already know or intuitively know. And generally there are. I mean, there's lots and lots of knowledge that I don't know. So checklists are a really great way to get information out there for people to consume really quickly. And of course, this is good for you again, because short and sweet is easier for you to produce. right? And we're looking at the work that you've got to put in. So, hey, easy to consume. Now, high value, high value to your customer. Hold on a second. Liquid caffeine, just golden, love it. Okay, high value to your customer. See down here under this arrow, and I did grab this from one of the lead magnets I use as an example from my, I think, a digital marketer, and they have a big guide, and we'll see it. And this is one of the included playbooks, and you see they've got, hey, retail price, $27. Included with membership. And they had a whole bunch of these, like a dozen of them. It was almost made my head spin when I scrolled down and kept scrolling. And there were all of these playbooks. I'm like, holy cow, that's a lot of content. And that was their point, is showing the value of all their content. But really, like right here, having this piece right here, hey, here's a retail price and it's crossed out. Or you'll see sometimes in parentheses, a $200 value, a $300 value, a $100 value. Adding the value to it, even in print in your example, is a great way to highlight the perceived value to your customer, right? So adding that dollar value will improve perceived value. And of course, delivering that value. And we don't want to just deliver perceived value. We want to deliver actual value in the information that we are giving. Now, a common question that I get is, hey, am I giving away the farm by creating a lead magnet? I'm giving away this information. I normally charge for this information. What does this actually do for you? Well, it does a lot because number one, you may make an article for me. Like if you're doing estate planning, you're the estate planning attorney, and you can give me a step-by-step, but it's going to teach me a lot, but I'm still not going to be able to do your job. So I'm going to turn to you, the subject matter expert, to get help with my estate planning. And the same thing with bookkeeping. You can give me an article on how I can do a lot of these things by myself, but ultimately I'm probably going to rely on you to get the job done, right? You're educating me, but now you're proving to me you're a subject matter expert, and I will turn to you for your services. And I could go through the list that we have here, like solar systems, same thing. You're not really giving away the farm. You're just giving away great value, and people will turn for you for the next step in value, which is, services, production. There we go. Now, free is, and here's my last point here, free is always sweeter if the perceived value is high, right? It's like, the free ice cream cone. If it's a free dollar cone or if it's the free $5 cone, which one actually tastes better? Psychologically, probably the free $5 cone. It tastes better. It's sweeter. It was more expensive. It was worth more. And so it was better. And that's just how we think. It's psychological. So perceived value is everything in this lead magnet. Okay, now instantly accessible, and this one is really important. Your lead magnet needs to be delivered right away, like literally instantaneous right away. People love instant gratification. So, and that kind of goes back to the things that are, easily consumable. That goes hand in hand with instantly accessible. So people also have a short attention span. So you really want to capitalize on their interest in the moment. So use automation if you can, if you have access to it. Use automation to deliver your lead magnet and follow-up emails if possible. And I'll show you how to do that using Keap and Infusionsoft. We've got great automation tools built in that can automatically create the contact record in your database when somebody signs up for your lead magnet and deliver the lead magnet and do automated follow-up, taking people from the delivery of the lead magnet to the next logical steps of interaction with you. So instantly accessible. It's like, let's get it in their hands quick, super quick. And I want to go back to the attention span thing. There is, I think there was a statistic that I used in one of my webinars recently, and it was all about follow-up. When somebody expresses interest in your product or service in your business, they are, I think there was a 10-minute window where you were, I think it was a multiple of 10, you were 10 times more likely to get a sale if you contacted them inside that 10-minute window. Outside that 10-minute window, your chances dropped exponentially, right? And that's because of our short attention span. And we move on, right? We're very busy people. Your consumer is busy. They're interested in your thing. They sign up. That gets delivered. Like I signed up for some of these that I'm using as an example, and they get delivered to my email. And if I don't go and open that email and look at it immediately, I might forget about it because I'm busy and I'm moving on. And I literally have some in my inbox that I haven't touched that got delivered to me, and I didn't go and download them because I just was moving on with my day. And I intended to, but I didn't. So if they're using automation and they're smart, then they'll have follow-up emails that come out to me and say, hey, you didn't download this yet, because you can actually track clicks. You can see if they click to download. And if I didn't click to download the first email, the automation can send out the second email, like the next day, saying, hey, here's a reminder. You signed up for this awesome lead magnet. You need to click to download. Or the third day, hey, don't miss out on this. Click to download. This is great information. It's going to change your life. It's going to make things better. So automation can really help take advantage of that short attention span and stay top of mind, and of course make things instantly accessible. All right, so this one, relevant, and this is almost, I guess this would almost the end, so this would be the penultimate slide. Relevant to your service or value prop, right? So when someone consumes your lead magnet, it should demonstrate your expertise of your unique value proposition, like what it is that you do. So it really needs to be relevant to the products or services that you're providing. And like, it's not a hard throw. Like you can, I'm looking at all of your industries that you shared with me, kitchen cabinets. Man, I can only imagine how much or the types of lead magnets that you can put out there based on what woods are best, what's best for your space, or the different design types. I mean, what design types are right for you? Solar systems, like what you need to know about solar systems, or what you the money that you're losing by not using a solar system, commercial real estate, construction, network marketing. If you look at it, you can come up with probably a number of ideas for lead magnets just off the top of your head that you can create that are relevant to what you're doing and that solve a problem for your consumer. Like I'm just going down the list, like travel agent. Oh man, like the sky's the limit with the content that you can create there, based on, how to schedule travel, where to go, the best places to go, the best way to travel, what to take when you travel. Holy cow. Custom graphics manufacturing. Like the list goes on. Like just about, hey, what outsourcing your graphics can do for your business, the difference in doing it yourself versus letting a pro do it for you, or all of the different aspects, like all the places you could be using graphic design that you're not, or the places, the difference that it makes in your bottom line or your professionalism by having professional graphics and versus not. Huge opportunities there. So like I could go on and on and on, and I don't, we don't have time, but there's lots of relevant content that each one of you could tap into that people would be happy to get, and is valuable and props you up as the subject matter expert. And that's really important, because when your relationship develops with that lead, you want to be the subject matter expert. They're coming to you because you're the subject matter expert. Okay, here we go. I literally just added this because I went looking for a graphic for examples, and this was the best one that I could find. So more examples, please. I went through my Facebook feed and my Instagram feed to pull up some really great examples that I want to go through with you that you can use for your idea mill. So let's roll through these, and then we'll cover, we'll just have a conversation. AJ, I see in your comments that you're seeing only one slide. Um, has that changed for you? If not, log out and log back in, because I think that generally, like okay, perfect. Okay, cool. Excellent. All right, so here we go, a free course. Now this one I grabbed, I believe this is one of Neil Patel's, double your traffic in 30 days, plus a secret bonus. Here we go, valued at $300. So the value is there, the specificity is there, right? Double your traffic in 30 days. And hey, a secret bonus. Who doesn't like a secret bonus? Here we go, fill out the form below. Now, this was on, I think this was a pop-up from his blog, right? Now you can make a course. You can create a course from a slide deck. A slide deck makes a great course because you do a slide deck just like I'm using here. I've got a slide deck and I have notes. So your slide deck and your notes can be converted to a PDF and used as this free course. And it's, I mean, you'd be teaching something like small and succinct and quick and to the point that you would cover in a webinar like I'm doing now. Like I could take this deck and all of my notes, like some of my talking notes, and turn this thing into a course and use it as a lead magnet. And so if you do this sort of thing, if you have created like slide decks, like Google Slides or a PowerPoint, you can convert those into an easy course and make this your lead magnet. And it's got all of the right things here to convert, right? We've got a great example. I know what I'm getting when I fill this thing out. I know what the point is. I know what the value is. Just a great lead magnet. Okay, free examples or samples. Free examples are great and samples are great. So if you have a sample of your product, and some of you do, like in like design and construction or decor, I know there's all kinds of examples that people, or samples that people will send in for. But you may have in building, you may have examples like it was one of what there was deck building. Michael, like, yeah, the first guy that sounded off, deck building. If you've got images, like you can put in like 10 great deck 10 great ideas for your next deck, right? That is a great lead magnet, because if I'm thinking of building a deck, then maybe I'm not even thinking of having somebody or hiring a contractor. Maybe I think I'm handy and I'm going to do it myself. And then I look at your designs. I fill out your thing for your lead magnet. Hey, 10 great designs for your next deck. And I see those. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to hire somebody because I can't do that. Or that's awesome. And I could build something half as cool as that. But I'd rather pay somebody to get this like the next level. So free examples and samples work. This one from Lead Pages, 75 landing pages you need to copy. Now this is great, especially if you use landing pages. And we're going to use a landing page for your lead magnet, because when they click, they're going to go to a landing page. So we definitely want to have a landing page. So Lead Pages is one of those great, like it's a great application. You can build landing pages. Here's a whole bunch of examples. So even if you're using a different product, their examples are great because you can draw from their examples and you can use them as templates. So even if you're not going to ultimately use Lead Pages, which their hope is that you do, you can still use this in your business. And this is great for them because then you get to see all of the really cool stuff you can do with their product. And chances are you're going to want to use their product after grabbing that lead magnet. So this is great. And free examples, free samples do exactly that. There we go. Perfect. Here we go. A free checklist. Checklists are fantastic because, like we kind of covered this, they're easy for you to produce and they're easy for me, your consumer, to put to work. I get your checklist. I can apply the knowledge in that checklist almost immediately to get ROI. And, and of course, when I say ROI, I'm talking about just return on perceived value, because I traded my information. That was my investment, was my name and my email, and I'm getting to value quickly. So we do want people to get to value quickly, and checklists are a really great way to do it. Travel agent, I'm looking right at you, Sherry. A checklist, like I can't imagine how many checklists you could easily create and use as a lead magnet. A checklist for creating your next vacation, a checklist for how to pack, or a checklist on how to choose where to go, how to I'm riffing, I'm just kind of going off. Estate planning, checklists, bookkeeping checklists, even pressure washing. I guarantee you there is a lead magnet there for your service, right? And we may even get to that, but even like the free service, like I've seen carpet cleaning where they offer, hey, we will clean X amount of like square footage for free, and that's a great free offer that gets you in the door, and then billing for other square footage, other services. I was working with a tattoo artist. Since we're talking about free offer, I worked with a tattoo artist, and we built a lead magnet, which was and we kind of like racked our brains, like what can we use as a lead magnet here, and like we didn't want to just give away, because when you give away, then you're just giving away, and especially with free tattoos, you want to say, hey, here's a free tattoo of this size. Someone may come in and get the 2-inch by 2-inch or 3-inch by 3-inch tattoo, and then out they go and you never see them again. So the lead magnet we came up with was 1 free hour of tattoo work against a 3-hour minimum tattoo. So the value, of course, and we put the value in there, which is the value is 100, and I think you charge like 110 or 120 per hour. So it's $120 value. And hey, the first 20 that sign up get this deal. And he had 200 people sign up, and we didn't expect that big, of course, and it wasn't. It was just the area. Like we marketed on Facebook to a 20-mile radius or 15-mile radius around his shop. And we had 200 people sign up. And so in his follow-up, he followed up with everybody. He offered all 200 people that deal instead of just the 20. And he filled his chair for like days and days and days. And it turned into a ton of revenue, just making a free offer that led to more services. And so that might be a great angle for what some of you are doing, right? A little piece free against a bigger service, or something that leads to a bigger job. Like I'm seeing the window cleaning also. That might be an actionable lead magnet there also. All right, I know I'm kind of going down like the rabbit hole. Here we go. The free trial. If you're doing there's lots of examples for using the free trial, and I grabbed all of these. Like this one on the far left is from Facebook, and I think now maybe all of them were from Facebook. I think the other two might have been from Instagram. This one was Shaw Academy. Hey, bored of binge watching, right? And that's very current, right? Because we're all kind of self-sequestered. I can't remember the word we're using right now. But yeah, so we're all kind of hiding indoors to keep ourselves from getting sick, right? And hey, I'm bored of binge watching. Why not learn a new skill? Get free access to our online courses, which gives you a thorough foundation in SEO, right? Search engine optimization. Who doesn't want to learn this in small business? And if you've got time, hey, what a great thing to learn, because then your business comes up in web searches organically more often, because you're putting in some really cool work in SEO. Hey, unlimited access to all of our courses, not just SEO, but all of the courses here for 4 weeks, and you sign up. And of course you sign up and then you get 4 weeks, and then you get the pitch. Hey, if you'd like to continue, then it costs X. And then, if you got value, then it's an easy sell. And so this is a great move. If they know there's value there, then it's a slam dunk at the end of that free trial. Here we go. 14-day free trial. and you get access to all of this really cool stuff, and then you're off and running. Like we here we go. I'm just looking over here. I'm just pulling in a resource. Here we go. So I'm just pulling this onto the screen. This is our website. And we also have a free trial because we do software as a service. We have a great CRM with built-in automated marketing. And right here, you can try it for free. And you just put in your email and then you're off and running. And we set you up with a free application. No credit card required. Try it for free for 14 days for free. Like this is plain and simple, a really great lead magnet for like software as a service or for memberships, for courses, things like that. If you've got that type of a business, this can be a really great way to get more leads. And of course, more leads ultimately equals down the line, more sales. There we go. So really great examples here. And oh, wait. Every time I bring something in, it collapses my notes. And then I have to reopen those again. Okay, on to the next. Here we go. The free ebook. And you'll see this often, right? The ebook. Now, when you think of ebook, don't think of like the novel or the ebook that you're downloading on your Kindle that is, 232 pages with the coinciding, Audible download so you can listen to it. Don't think of it that way. The ebook can be like quite literally just as long as an article or two. The ebook is great and it works. I think that the white paper is a better offering because the term white paper has an intonation of something that's a little bit shorter than ebook. But anymore, when you take advantage of an ebook, people are not expecting a novel when they sign up, or when they sign up to take advantage of that ebook. There's a question. What package do you have for the social media promotions? This one, right? Actually, it's right here. And it is 50% off all packages for 3 months. And I was planning on sharing this at the end, but I will just copy this and throw this in there and share that now. That way, if any of you have to leave early, you get this. This is our special offer for attending the webinar. And you can fill this out for a free consultation if you have questions or need a demo or need to see some of the things that I'm showing a little bit closer. If you got questions about them, because I'll go into the product a little bit in the automation part, but I'm not going into like like full-on demo mode. So if you need to see demo, there is an opportunity here to take advantage of this pricing or hit that up and get your own demo. And I will pull that out of the way because I don't want that to capitalize on the content that we're covering here. So hopefully that helps. Mike, there's the answer to your question. All right, so moving on past the free ebook. Here's this one, the free report. And this is a really good one. The 2020 Google Ads Industry Benchmark. Download now. Free report is great. And if you've got information, that equals like free report. There is nothing wrong with that. Like it doesn't have to be a comprehensive thing. It's just something you're putting together. And your free report can come from data that you've gathered in your business. I can imagine in solar that you've got some really great information that you could put together as a free report and offer. I would imagine you get lots and lots of information or industry data that would be really interesting to somebody who is considering solar. There'd be great information there. Affiliate marketing. Tim, there's great opportunity for information here in affiliate marketing because you can create that free report, like, hey, why you need to take advantage of this. Or, affiliate marketing goes both ways, like why you should be an affiliate marketer or why your business should use affiliates to get more leads, right? There's two sides of that coin, and you can take advantage of like both of those. And I'm just grabbing examples from anybody in the audience, right? Or accountancy, tax, business advisory. The opportunity for free reports here is like limitless, really. Estate planning, like this would be a really good one for that free report, and it's just based on information that is relevant, that you choose. It's stuff that you want. It doesn't have to be encyclopedic, and it doesn't have to be stamped as legitimate by some kind of licensing authority. It's a free report from you based on your expertise and your experience in your industry. And so the fact that you make it makes it relevant. And I really want to put a stamp on that. Like, all of this information is coming from your experience, and it's relevant because you are a subject matter expert. Like all of you that listed your businesses, estate planning, carpentry, custom graphics, affiliate marketing, you are an expert. You're a subject matter expert, and what you have to say is relevant. And you have to embrace that. You are literally the subject matter expert, and people are buying that expertise from you. And anything you share or create is relevant because of that. So pat yourself on the back, have some confidence, and create content because you know stuff I don't know. And I would trade my name and my email address to learn what you know on your subject if I'm interested in your subject or doing business with you. Like, if I'm getting ready to, if I'm thinking about affiliate marketing for my business, then what you have to say about affiliate marketing is important to me. If I'm getting ready to put a deck on my house, then what you say about deck building is important to me. So I've run into this before with lots of the small businesses, and it's just a little bit of timidity around like doubling down on your content or doubling down on your knowledge. And don't be afraid to do that, because you are quite literally, if you're in business, you're a subject matter expert, and you're making money off of being that expert every single day. All right. So that's my go get 'em speech and my pat on the back. Own the fact that you're that small business expert, or that content expert. Okay, the free guide. Again, and this may be a little bit of overlap with checklists and things, but like, you'll see that because we call them different things. Like, hey, here's a checklist. Here's a checklist, but I'm going to call it a guide. Or here's an article, and I'm going to call this article a guide. Or I'm going to make a video, and this video is a guide, or it's a video checklist, right? So it's a little ambiguous, but you get the picture. So I can build it, and I can call it a guide, and I can use it as my lead magnet. Now, every time you see this where it says download, this is what happens. You click, and then it gives you fields to fill out. Or with Facebook, a lot of times it just does it like automatically. Hey, we'd like to fill it with these fields, and they're the fields that you use to sign up for Facebook. So it's just taking that information and using it to opt in. And it's kind of cool because it's quick and easy for you, because you don't have to put that information in over again. And then you click submit, and then you get a follow-up message, or like the thank you page says, we just delivered your stuff by email. So download, I mean, it sounds like, hey, I get to download it immediately. No, it's sending it to you by email. Like I opted into like 4 or 5 of these, and every one of them sent to my email to download. So it says download because it is appealing to the instant gratification bug that we all have, but really it's going to your email. One pissed off. I didn't even see that one down there. The Trump supporter. I just like, that's pretty funny. Okay. Here we go. Free online workshops. And when I say free online workshop, what this is it's a recording, right? So it's like literally, it's a recording of your webinar or your event or like whatever, the free online workshop. Do you ever feel trapped in your consulting business? Anything you try to grow isn't working. And they're building this because it's a relevant topic. This is what they hear from their customers, right? So time to break out of the slump. And here we go. Learn more, sign up, and like, hey, solid content. And this is literally just a recording. So like this webinar, you can take this webinar, I can clean up the recording, and then use it as a lead magnet. This is my online workshop, and I'm interacting with everybody that is in attendance, and we've got Q&A running in the webinar chat, right? And it goes from a webinar to a workshop, and you're recording it, and now you can use it as a lead magnet that people will trade their information to get. And it's solid. So if you do this type of thing, if you're doing webinars, hey, just record them and clean up the recording, and boom, you're off to the races. Even if you don't clean up the recording, just offer the recording like as is, you save it as an MP4, and you can send it to people. They can click to download it when they sign up. Done. Here we go. The free how-to. So this is no different than the checklist or the guide. It's just another way to say it. Now, YouTube, the term how-to grows year over year at the rate over 100% for searches. So people go to YouTube for video, and the vast majority of them are typing in how to blank, how to whatever. So the how to search is like growing in popularity year over year at a rate above 100%, which means the how to is popular. It's important to people, how to, especially with all of the resources out there teaching people how to do like whatever. So the how to is relevant. So using that in your lead magnet is a great opportunity. So how to. And then the free virtual workshop. This is just like the one that was like two back. Which one was this one? Just like this one, the virtual workshop just means that it's recorded. That's it. Free recorded virtual workshop. Now you could get fancy and use like some learning tools that can publish a course so people can actually be interactive with it, and that's great if you have access to it. If you don't, this is a recording. Plain and simple. Okay, cool. So how do I get started? I've got some really great tips here. And the first one is this link to the marketing blog. And I am going to copy the link, and I'm going to put it in here. There we go. And send that to you. This is a blog post that we have, and this is it right here. How to create and market a lead magnet, the ultimate guide. I've got great information here, and check this out. See this where it says, hey, free guide, how to capture and convert more leads. It's called a content upgrade, and this becomes a lead magnet. So any one of your blog posts, you can create, you just save it as a PDF, and then you can offer it here to download. And when you click to download, then it asks for information, right? So it becomes that lead magnet. You fill this out, and then you've been added to my email list. Now you're all like already like in my email list here at Keap, but this is a great example of the lead magnet, right? And you're just taking the content from your blog posts or articles or whatever, and you're making it printable. And if I don't want to go through and just read it right now, I would like to download it. Then I can go back and cover it at my leisure. Or I don't want to like copy and paste it or whatever, I can just download it. So this is a super relevant way to create quick and easy lead magnets on your website. And of course, having the pop-up, like we just saw the pop-up web form or the slide out web form. Any of these lead magnets that you're creating put them on your website. If you have the technology on your website to do this type of a pop-up or a slide out, this is a great way to get people on your list, because it pops up, it offers your lead magnet, and people are like, yeah, I want that. And they fill that out, and then you can have your automation or whatever you're using. Like a lot of times if you're using just a landing page builder, it will send that email with that content in it. So these things that you're building, hey, use them on your website. Use them in social media, use them on your blog, use them in your email marketing, like quite literally use them everywhere. So this stuff I pulled directly from this article because I want you to have these resources. Now, number one, hey, pick a topic and a subject and write. Now, when I say write or record, this is what I mean. Now, I just opened up a Google Doc and I go into tools. So check this out. I'm going into tools and I go into voice typing, and then I click here, click to speak. And then all I have to do is talk, period. There we go, period. Instant content, period. Awesome, right? I could just go on and on, but I just stopped this. So if you don't want to write and you just want to dictate, hey, do this, and you talk a little bit slow so that the program understands you, and you may have to go back and add some like punctuation or change things here, but this is built in to Google Docs. It's under tools. All you have to do is right there, voice typing. It is it's voice transcription, and it's free, and it's a really quick way to lay down your content. So if your content's all in your head, open this thing up and just get in front of your microphone, or plug in headphones with a microphone and lay your content down, go back and edit it, and then boom, you're done. And then when you're done, come in here and you will download as a PDF. Always save it as a PDF. And then there you go. There's your content, and it's done. So red hot tip, use that to create your content. There we go. Next one, save as a PDF or an MP4. If it's a video and you're shooting video, save it as an MP4. And that way you can upload it to YouTube or Wistia. YouTube is great because you can load it up there, and you can set it as private so that only people who have the link can watch it. It won't show up in searches or anything, so you set it as private, and then people sign up and you give them that link and they click and they watch. So that's a really easy way to gate that content. Now, if you've got WordPress, you've got different ways to gate content with some WordPress add-ons. Some are free, some cost. But you can create gated content with like WordPress add-ons, which are great. In that case, like really, use that because that's a really great way to gate content. But if you don't have that, you can use YouTube, like have your YouTube channel, and you can set up a business account on YouTube. Super easy. You can go to YouTube and search how to create my business channel on YouTube and get a YouTube video, and it'll walk you through creating that. I know it sounds like kind of ironic, but you can on YouTube, watch a video on how to create your YouTube, and then create your video. You can shoot your video literally with your phone. It doesn't have to be high production value. It just has to be relevant and valuable content. So you can shoot that, host it there. There's tons of like free ways to edit that video if you want. If not, you just upload it and there it is, and people can click it from your email and watch it. So you're gating it, and people fill out their information and you deliver it, and then they click to watch. There we go. Now, get a professional cover created, and I'm pulling in Fiverr. Okay, so this is really important, and I'm going to grab this link. Fiverr is freelance. It's freelance work. All right, and one of you in there, and I can't remember your first name, but you are you did graphics, and I'm trying to scroll up and find you in their custom graphics manufacturer. So Chase, you put your information in there, like get in, like throw your email down if you are doing work like this, so that everybody here can take advantage of your expertise. Throw your email in. This is like a quick and easy way to get a cover done for your ebook. So you can find somebody here to do a cover, right? And that it makes it look professional. And looking professional is half the battle, because your stuff, you've got really good value there, and you just want to put a good cover on the value. So they can produce, one of these guys or gals can produce a good cover for your ebook like this, and then you put that on your PDF. You open up that PDF, or you open up that Google Doc and add a page break, put in this image, and then save it again as a PDF. And then boom, people open it and they get this graphic and they scroll down and get your content. And so super important. If you want it to look professional, then this is exactly the way to do it. Get a professional to do your graphics. And Fiverr is a really good way to do it because it's freelance and people can. It's a great way to source some really affordable graphic design work, and it's just all step by step right there. So follow that link to Fiverr and take advantage of that. Oh, what's a good program to do audio edits? Honestly, get on, open up your, go into your app store if you're, it's Google Play or the App Store if you're an Apple, and type in edit audio files, and you'll find probably half a dozen free programs for doing that. I use Adobe, like I've got the Adobe Creative Cloud, and so I use the Adobe tool. I believe it's like Premiere, and that's what I use for audio edits. And for video edits, I use Camtasia, which is a TechSmith program, and I found that Camtasia is just great for editing video and then adding audio and video and effects and things like that, and crunching multiple videos together. It's just a really great tool. But so is Premiere in Adobe. Like Adobe makes great tools for all of that. So there's lots of really good stuff out there, and there's a lot of free stuff out there. I would even Google search, like open up a Google window and type free audio editing tools, free video editing tools, and you'll find some really good ones that you don't have to spend any money on. There we go. Okay, so build a landing page and then automate. And this is literally the very last piece. And I'm going to open this up. This is inside my campaign builder, actually it's inside the campaign builder in Keap Pro and Infusionsoft. So two of our mid-level and our high-level product. And it is an automation builder where I can choose, over here in goals, I'm choosing triggers to launch automation. And it is a drag and drop builder. So I can kind of like drag things onto the canvas and connect them. And while I'm doing that, it is a visual display of the automation that I'm building, but it is truly building the automation. So what I have here is a landing page for, let's say my example is an ebook. So I'm going to double click this, and it will open up to my builder. And it starts with a whole bunch of different templates, and I'd already actually grabbed a template, but I've got a whole bunch of, I'd come back here to set up and grab different templates. I'm going to hit design, and it'll show me what I already designed. And I just really quick threw together super quick, like one page. And I could have multiple pages here or different sections, and go like deeper and like kind of go, add sections on. You've seen landing pages where you scroll down and down and down. There's lots of content. I could do that here, but I just chose to make a really easy, simple example. And this is my example of lead magnet. 25 things you should automate your small business. And here's information to collect. And I can customize this. And it's a super simple drag and drop builder to use. I could add more pages and more value prop and stuff. But I've just like kind of gone the easy way. And there's like the mobile design there. That's how it would open up on a phone. There's the desktop. There we go. And then I can go follow through like next steps. I can give it a URL, so I can add subdomain. I can share this on Facebook. I can give it, my own custom like subdomain. I can embed this, all kinds of good stuff here, or I can use a URL. So it's hosted. So you could actually hide this behind like a bit.ly or a short link and use that in, your social media or like anywhere, emails, wherever you're going to use that. Now let me jump out of here. So when somebody fills this out, there we go. I want automation to happen. I want things to happen. So I've got a series of events that I have tagged on to this landing page, a landing page builder. So now I've got that, there it is back over here. So I've got the landing page built, and then I've got the ebook delivery. So I'm going to double click this, and I've literally just pulled a sequence over and connected it. And then to get into that sequence to configure it, I just double click, and here's my series. There we go. So I'm going to tag them. So in my CRM now they're tagged, and the tag would be 25 things. They downloaded they opted in for the 25 things lead magnet. So I'll tag them, and that way I can pull up in my reporting, everybody that received this tag over whatever period of time. So now I can pull really good reporting on how many people have opted into this lead magnet over whatever period. Now I'm going to put that lead magnet in this email in a link, and they can click that link to download. And I'm going to track that link click. Now I send this out, and sometimes, like we talked about, people having a short attention span, sometimes they're not going to click in this. Like they get distracted, they move on. So if they don't click the link in this email, then the next day they get email number 2. If they did click, then this whole process will stop because of the automation, and it'll move them into a new process. But if they don't, then they get another chance the next day. And then I can set this, and this is just a timer, and set this up so that they get the follow-up on the 3rd day if they didn't download it, right? So this is my contingency plan that I'm using the automation for. And when they do click to download, this process stops, and then I move them into a new process. And depending on what the next step is in your sales process, your next process may be inviting them to, it's like, hey, I'm inviting you to the newsletter, or I'm inviting you to this group, or I'm inviting you to a free quote or free consultation, or hey, if you're interested, click here and we'll have an appointment. Like whatever that next step is, now that they clicked to download. So if they click to download, it stops this process, right? And then it starts the next one. And it may be, hey, I'd love for you to click and have this free consultation so we can talk about the stuff that was in that lead magnet. So we can talk about, your ideas for your deck, or your estate planning, or your cosmetics, or hey, what's the best what the best products are for you, right? I mean, and we can just go on and on and on. But you're inviting to that next step in your relationship, right? So they click to download, this stops, right? There's the click, and then this process starts. And then when they click to make that appointment, this stops. And then it goes into maybe appointment follow-up. Like there's all kinds of things we can do with this. This is the way we would automate, so that now it's out of your hands. It's happening and you don't have to think about it. People opt in, they go into your nurture, and when they're ready to do business with you, boom, they pop up. You're notified, right? If they make this click to make this appointment, you know it because the appointment pops up on your calendar. Or when they call you and make that appointment, then you know it. And now you're focused on them as a hot prospect. So we can set up processes like this, right? So the automation can take people from that lead magnet, right? That first interest, hopefully into interaction, and further on into that closed one, that closed deal. All right. Oh, I am 7 minutes past the hour with all of my content. And so I tried to hustle into this part. And I am grateful, everybody, for like sticking with me and spending some of your valuable time learning about lead magnets. There's lots of opportunity, especially to build your lead list and get people from that initial interest, right? Initial interest to interaction, interest to interaction, into that center part where we are closing deals and then providing value. So great stuff here. I will share again. I will have a follow-up email go out. It will have a link to this so that you can take advantage of this. This blog post has a whole bunch of step-by-step how-tos, and you can download this, right? Some great stuff to build your lead magnet. Any links that I shared, I will have in that follow-up email, as well as you can take advantage of our 14-day free trial if you'd like to try some of this stuff. Like the automation, it's a great tool. You can try that for free. You can also sign up for a demo, and I do live demo a couple times every week. And that would be under here, under interesting stuff. There's a live demo. So if you want to learn more about our product, Keap Pro or Keap Grow or Infusionsoft, hit that up. And I'm literally doing a live demo tomorrow of Keap Pro and Keap Grow. And no, today's Tuesday. So actually it would be day after tomorrow. and this will pop up for you, and you can opt in and watch a product demo. I can teach you a little bit more about automation and how it can help your business. Was there, oh yeah, and the special offer. So yeah, don't miss out on this special offer. If you are interested in adding automated marketing or automation to the tools you're using to grow your business, then lock this down. Or if you need a better look at it or a private demo, a one-on-one with a small business growth expert to understand like all of the things that it offers. Because I mean, there's some deep offerings there in that product and how it works, and they can help you understand, if it's a good fit for your growth goals for this next year. All right. And thank you again. Yeah, thanks, Rachel. I appreciate that. Thanks again for your time, and I will let everybody go. Have a fantastic week. Keep an eye out for that email, and I hope we get to chat again soon. And as always, we do more of these LCM webinars, so you can hit us up on the website under Lifecycle Marketing. Where is the Lifecycle Marketing? There it is, and sign up for these webinars and get some of this great content. We're rolling them out every single week. All right, have a great week, everybody, and I'll talk to you again soon.